Okay, so for part 3 of design of shear reinforcement using Nscp 2015. Second problem. Okay. So a reinforced concrete beam is 300 mm wide with an effective depth of 500. Same with the first part or first sample. FC prime is 21 megapascal and Fy is 275. Isa lang binigay na Fy, so assume that Fy is the same for Fy ng main bar and secondary bar. The section is to be reinforced for shear using 10 mm diameter stirrups. Use reduction factor 0.75. Apply necessary provisions on spacing limits. So calculate the required stirrup spacing. First problem. If the factored shear at critical section is 100 kilonewton. So paano yan? So pansin nyo yung mga problem natin, iniba-iba lang yung VU na. So hanapin mo din yung mga spacing. So kapag ganyan, technique dyan, kunin mo yung mga limit state. Ano yan? Solve for BC. Pag nasolve mo ang VC, solve for 1/2 phi BC. Solve for phi BC. Solve for 0.33 the square root of FC prime BWD. Solve for 0.66 the square root of FC prime BWD. Kasi yun yung mga limit state para malaman mo kung saan ka magfo-fall, di ba? So una, i-solve for BU bago ma-solve ang VC. Bago ma-solve yung VC. But, hindi mo na kailangan solve yung VU dahil binigay na at the critical section, di ba? So, at critical section, sabi niya, VU daw is 100. Di ba? Pero sige, solve muna natin yung mga limit state. So, for BC muna tayo. Para yung BU natin, mamaya, pag-iwahiwalay natin, sunod-sunod din natin siya para mas madali. Ngayon, mga critical section, ano muna tayo, mga limit state. Ano yung VC natin? 0.17 lambda square root of FC prime BWD. So, the answer here is, pag you solved it, where you put lambda is 1, FC prime is 21, BW is 300, D is 500, then you'll get 116.87 kilonewton. So that is VC, diba? Now, you check for 1/2 phi BC. 1/2 phi BC. Kasi diba, pag less than dyan yung VU natin, then it requires no stirrups, diba? So, for here, for 1/2 phi BC, dahil meron ka ng VC, magiging sagot dito is 43.82 kilonewton. So, you solve it on your own. Okay. After getting this, you solve for phi BC. You times 2, times 2 nyo lang to. So, madali na to. 87.64 kilonewton. Parang default ulit ang solve nyo to. Next is 0.33 square root of FC prime BWD. Pag na-solve mo yan, ang lalabas is 226.24 kilonewton. Okay? Then, you solve for 0.66 square root of FC prime BWT. Times 2 mo lang din to. So, madali lang talaga actually. 453.67 kilonewton. So, that's the limit state. Ano yung mga limit state na sinasabi ko niyan? Parang yan lang batayan ko dito. Para alam ko kung saan siya magpo-fall. Okay? So, getting back to our problem. So, for problem number 1, so calculate the required stirrup spacing. So, spacing in the factored shear strength at critical section in VU is 100. So, if VU is 100 kilonewton, tingnan nyo, yung VU natin is greater than 1/2 phi BC and phi BC. Therefore, imposible na mag-fall siya dito sa dalawa na to, diba? So dito ka na pwede mag-check. But here, ang condition is yung VC ang basis, VS ang basis, diba? So we get the VS muna. So to get the VS, diba, this is VU over phi minus VC. So if you solved it, you'll have 100 over 0.75 minus VC, which is 116.87. So Vs will become 16.47 kilonewton. Okay? So, you compare it to what? You compare this Bs to this 2. You can say that Vs is less than 0.33 the square root of Fc prime BWD. Diba? So, less than daw siya dito. So, ito siya. Excuse me. So, ito ka. So, ang kailangan mo sundin, etong mga formula na to. Okay? So, copy natin siya. Kailangan kabisado nyo yan eh. Ayan. Para may guide tayo. If matulan, you can post it, then continue after you get it. Diba? You can replay it again if hindi nyo talaga naintindihan. So, dito, sa 1 of EBC, sa AVFYD over S, ano ang spacing natin dito ang gagamitin? Pi over 4 times 10 mm kasi 10 mm daw yung bakal eh, 'di ba? Times 2 legs, 'di ba? Kasi wala naman sinabi. So minimum legs is 2 times 2. FYD is 275. D is 500. All over VS. Anong VS natin yan? Kakasolve lang. 16.47 times 10 raised to 3 kasi kilonewton ang gawin natin newton. So the answer would become 1311.5. Okay? 1311.5. So for the next, check natin naman itong pangalawa. Dito sa dalawa na to, you have to check it both. But since alam natin kung kailan mag-govern tong isa na to, kasi yung pinangbabahanapin natin, isa na lang solve natin. Since our FC prime is less than 31.87, then we can say that this formula will not govern. Diba? We can use this na lang. So, kaya na mag-substitute. Sige. Ang AV natin, same. Ang AB is pi over 4 times 10 raised to 2 multiplied by 2 times 275 all over 0.35 times BW, which is 300. Diba? So, if you get that, right, so the answer would be 411.39 mm. Diba? Eto, sure to, will not govern na to eh. If you want to check it, then solve it. Then makikita nyo naman, hindi siya mag-govern. Not govern. O dito, D over 2, you have 500. So 500 over 2, this is 250. Diba? So this is 600. Ano mag-govern? 13115, 411, 250, o 600. Always choose the smallest. Okay? So the governing is 250. Diba? Kahaba-haba ng sinolve mo, the answer lang pala is D over 2. Diba? So mahalaga din itong D over 2 na to. So the answer here is 250 mm. Okay? So gawin natin siyang red pala. Okay. So let's proceed for the next problem. Ganon din, spacing din. But in this problem naman, VU is 215 kilonewton. Okay? So, number 2, VU is 215 kilonewton. Of course, alam na natin na lalagpas siya ng VBC, 1 of VBC, di ba? Saka VBC. So, we directly solve the VS na. VS is VU over V minus VC. Diba? Excuse me. So, solving for this, we have 215, 0.75, minus 116.86. Our VS will become 169.81 kilonewton. Tayo nyo, sinolve na natin to kanina. So, hindi na tayo kailangan mag-ulit-ulit, di ba? So, alam natin ngayon na yung VS natin is still less than 0.33 the square root of FC prime BWD. Diba? So therefore, saan siya mag-fall ulit? Dito ulit. Solve natin ulit. Yun lang. Paulit-ulit lang tayo. Diba? Madali lang shear. Repetitive process lang. Kasi may process eh. Though, lagi naman ganon. Kasi nagbibigay naman talaga ako ng process. Diba? So, makinig lang. Okay? So, in this type, same pa rin ba to? Iba na to ha. Kasi yung VS natin iba na. So, pi over 4 times 10 squared times 2 times 275 times D, which is 500. Diba? All over VS. Anong VS natin? Our VS would become 169.81 times 10 raised to 3. So the answer would be 127.19. Diba? Here, of course, same lang yan dito sa taas kasi minimum requirement lang yan. Pag sinolve mo yan, 411.39. Diba? Eto, will not govern pa rin naman. Will not govern pa rin naman. Tapos dito, 250 pa rin. Here is 600. So, anong pinakababa? Yung 127.9. Diba? So, if it is in increment of 5, the answer is 125. Kasi mahirap gawin sa site yung 127.19, diba? So, that's it. That's the answer. So, the answer is 125 mm. Diba? Dali lang. Okay? So, let's proceed for the last, number 3. Number 3, 350 na ang VU. So, repetitive process. VU is 350 kilonewton. Solve for BS, which is VU over phi minus VC. So, kayo na mag-solve dito. Alam nyo na yung VU, 350. Ang phi, 0.75. Ang BS is 116.86 or 87. Konti lang ang differential lang. So, the answer is 349.81 ang VS natin. So, looking at the parameter, looking at the limit states, we can say that VS is greater than 0.33 the square root of FC prime BWD. But it is less than to 0.66 the square root of FC prime BWD. Diba? Mas mababa siya dito, pero mas mataas siya dito. Sabihin, nasa pagitan siya. So, sabihin, ito susundin natin. Okay? Ito susundin natin. So, solving it, kakopihin ko. Sabi nyo, may nakalagay na akong ano dyan. Ba't ni-EX ko siya? Kasi minsan hindi ko siya sinasolve. Dito, gawin natin, ano? Over 4. 10 squared times 2. 275 times 500. All over 349.81 times 10 raised to 3. The answer would be, anong sagot dito? 61, di ba? Ito na siya ilagay. 61.74 or approximately 60, di ba? Pag round down natin. Pag dito, sa dalawa na to, okay na bahala, you check it. Itong dalawa na to, you solve it, pero hindi na siya mag-govern. Pero to prove it on your own, you solve these two. Of course, yung etong part na to, ito rin yan eh. Etong part na to, will not govern naman. So, ikaw, check mo on your own para ma-practice mo. But I will not solve it anymore. Okay? For this part, this is 500 over 4. So, that is 125. This is 300. So, among these three, ano mag-govern? The governing is 60. Diba? So, the answer is 60. Okay? So, the answer is 60 mm. So, that's it. So, that's it for problem number 2. And I hope you continue watching for the next video to complete the design of shear reinforcement tablet. Okay? So, see you